I have a question for you all. What does Aritzia, what does Aritzia, Zara, and Build Collection all have in common? Now, if you said that they are extremely expensive and also made from relatively cheap materials comparative to the price, then you're correct. Here is a gold star, an imaginary one. So, I've been doing a little bit of como se dice, research. I kind of did a script and then all of this, but it's subject to change. I'm just trying to, I guess, articulate my words, trying to find a way to make sense of whatever I'm thinking, because I'm very passionate about this in a way that, like, it kind of pisses me off when things that could be better aren't better. So, you know what? Let's start with the Build Collection because honestly, this is probably the one I've heard of before Zara and Aritzia. That's because I've heard of Build Collection since like 2019, give or take, or like in high school. Yeah, something like that. Now, if you're a Muslim woman, you know what Build Collection is. It's a Muslim modest clothing brand, sell abayas, dresses, tops, shirts, hijabs, sets, anything and everything. It was founded by a Muslim couple, so by Muslims for Muslims. Apparently have flagship store, huh? Who would have thunk? Here's my number one question. Why are so many modest clothing made of such cheap quality? Like polyester, rayon, other synthetic fibers. Like if I were just to get to any of these hijabs, let me find a dress. Let me just go to the menu. Menu is crazy. Okay, dresses, spring dresses, fine. What is this? Oh, a cotton blend. Why does it look bad? It's a cotton blend. It's not fully cotton. That is so interesting. What is it made out of? 42% rayon, 45% cotton, 13% nylon, 61% rayon, 39% polyester. Like, I am not making this up. You cannot be serious. It was originally $145. Allahu Akbar. It's now 40 bucks. With all due respect, why does it look like it would be terribly crinkly? Like, it doesn't look good material wise. Anyway, that's book collection. I will say though, when I was younger, back in the past, they did have some 100% cotton items. Did I like how they looked? No, but they had it for the person that, wanted it, which is kind of disappointing now that they've changed this much. Now, if we're zooming out, like, okay, not Muslim, fine by me. If we're talking about even people who don't wear modest clothing, the quality in clothes has significantly decreased. I remember when I was a kid, I would be able to go to Ross, Marshalls, and I was able to find a nice dress for kid me for like relatively good quality for a good price. Now, granted, could it be because the dresses were made in not the best of conditions? Possibly so. But I'm just saying in the sense that like if if you're gonna make these clothes, can they not be of good quality? Is that just like not a thing? I found this article about what's called major, what was it called titled? New clothes feel cheap. They really don't make them like they used to. They really don't. Like everything now is not like how it used to be. You're not imagining it. Well-made clothing is harder to come by. The US fashion industry is having a hard time maintaining quality standards amid stiff competition from overseas rival and supply chain shakeups. Here's the thing though, I'm pretty sure overseas make good quality clothes. Granted, all this stuff is there, but like we can't get them. At least I personally can't, and I'm in the US. That doesn't really help with anything. 27% of textile and apparel professionals reported that ensuring consistent quality was difficult or very difficult over the past year, up from 23% in 2024. Why though? So, according to Margaret Bishop, a textile development and marketing professor at the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York, there has been a significant reduction in the quality of the fabric for a number of the major brands and retailers. She said the decline intensified during the recovery from the pandemic, when apparel makers scrambled to untangle disrupted supply chains and contended with weak sales during global lockdowns. Okay, so I guess the pandemic is to blame, but has nothing improved in the past? Okay, 2021, 2022. Sorry, 2023. In the past 3 years, has nothing really improved? Corner cutting is partly a trade-off on price. Bet that the fashion industry has placed on inflation-weary shoppers' willingness to accept lower quality garments that don't break the bank. I mean, they're not wrong. Like, if here's the thing though, lower quality means lower pricing. You can't just sell things for low quality and hike up the prices. That's just stupid. Since 2019, consumer prices overall have risen 26%. Food is up 30% and cars are up 25%. But apparel prices have been inched just 16% higher. Really? So interesting. That's true. Clothing retailers know if they raise the price, they lose consumers. hmm When it comes to garments and footwear, Americans often find the best prices among sellers overseas. Yeah, Shein and Temu. But the thing is that because they're cheap, like the prices are cheap and the material is cheap, then I'm talking about, for example, Aritzia and Zara. Like, what is this? The effortless pant. You know what this feels like? This feels like um a Jacquemus knockoff or like a dupe, like the vibe that they're giving off, if that makes sense. Let's see. It's linen, wool, satin, twill, $148 for pants? God damn. 100% polyester. Guys, I swear to God, Allah is my witness. I genuinely thought this was gonna be made of linen. You see, linen, wool, satin. Let me see if I can make this. Can I make this bigger? Of course I can. I can do whatever the heck I want. Linen, wool, and satin. Okay, I'm trying to make this better, but it's not working. Linen, wool, and satin. I genuinely was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna be proven wrong. I was gonna say everything is like, polyester and cheap quality. And on top of the price is $148. Just say 150, including tax and I pray to God I don't have to pay for shipping. The details. 100% polyester, fabric from Japan. That's not even relevant right now. 100% polyester. Are you kidding me right now? Um, Here's the thing. I'm not an Aritzia buyer. The only reason why I know about Aritzia is because of, honestly, for my professor. I believe it's Aritzia or is it Zara? One of the two makes, like, they make and sell their clothes all together. It's like it's in one building or one place. It's not from different places. Oh, we'll figure that out as we move along. Okay. China is already the largest exporter of apparel to the United States, and Chima's factory inspections found the failure rate or share of textile and apparel products too many defects for market rose to 13.7% last year. So essentially, we are buying low quality things because the pandemic really screwed us all over. But be wary. Cheap prices means cheap quality. Just because Shein and Temu will give you a dress for what, $5 doesn't mean it's gonna last that long. Maybe it will. Maybe it will, and I'm just being a hater. But at least I don't know where I was going with that. But at least I'm speaking my truth. We'll go with that. I'm speaking my truth. So starting off with Aritzia, I already showed you the pants. And again, this really feels like this like Jacques Mousse type of vibe. Like let me see Jacques Mousse. I hope I'm spelling it right, Jacques Mousse. Okay. Hmm. The first thing I'm seeing is their bags, and it's kind of fascinating, like at first glance. I don't know much about Jacques Mousse. Yo, okay, I thought I was stretching. I thought I was reaching a little bit. The vibes feel kind of similar, do they not? Ooh, okay. I knew I had expensive taste, but I really hope I'm not getting that expensive a taste. Like, maybe this is just me. Honestly, this could be just me. But it's giving a similar vibe in like minimalism, simplisticness, simplicity, sweat fleece, homestretch, statement tees, and versatile love letter to your closet. My closet is good. Thank you very much. It's loved. You know what? Let's try to see how much. What is this? Can I even see any of these? Let's look up how much Poplin short sleeve pajama shirt for $68. At least it's 100% cotton. Yay. Hell to the frick no, I am buying this. You know what? Maybe if you guys are, if there's people that are like Aritzia fans, this could be a nice little cutie patootie thing for you to wear. But hell to the frick no, $68 for a top? Oi, oi. Anyway, so I was trying to figure out what, Aritzia's marketing strategy is. And it says over here, controlled integrated approach that combines retail, digital, creative elements. Okay, whatever. So they everyday luxury positioning. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Everyday luxury positioning. I've noticed, like, if you look at it, Aritzia, it's giving that minimalism, high end, that girl, cool girl vibe. Like, and it's interesting to me because, okay, you're positioning yourself. Oh, by the way, I got a retainer on, so if you hear that, just don't mind me. Here's my thing. You are positioning yourself as the everyday luxury thing. So, you're gonna price your things at like 100, $200, kind of like Coach. Coach is the like luxury, like the what is it called? Baby luxury steps, which I'm not gonna lie, it's for their prices and their quality, I consider them luxury. But this strategy appeals to style-conscious consumers who value quality and versatility in their wardrobe. Emphasis on quality. I don't know about versatility, but quality. Why are some of your clothes made out of polyester? For the prices too. Those pants, $150? And here's the thing. I feel like when people think of, luxury, they think, good quality. The pricing is going to obviously be high. The people who made the clothes are hopefully not treated like trash. And there's also this sense of exclusivity with the quality because, only a certain group of people can afford it because it's priced higher than, I guess, what is considered normal, quote unquote. Which what they also have here, clientele exclusivity. What do they do? Use unique clientele to create exclusivity and urge among loyal customers. I do not like clientele exclusivity for like I get it. I get what the reason is behind it, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it because it's like you were targeting towards one group, which hey, makes sense. When you start out, you obviously need to have a specific group of people in mind, a specific person. But as you grow, if you are actively trying to push people out and target towards a specific demographic, isn't that a little, I don't know, snooty, arrogant, dare I say, mean girl activity? I don't know. It's a little to me. And I'm not even gonna lie, I can feel the clientele exclusivity with Aritzia because I remember my friend telling me that Aritzia has this, what is it called? A super puff. I knew it's right there. Just one jacket. Dang, there's multiple. Holy cannoli. 275 for okay, what are you made out of? Engineered to deliver warmth, 100% responsibly sourced premium down. I'm asking for what it's made out of. Sustainability. I'm not even gonna lie, there's times where I don't. Oh, there we go. 100% nylon, rib trim, 24% nylon, 24% polyester, 20% elastane, 90% down. I don't know what any of this means, but is this good? Can someone tell me, is this like a good thing? So I love how they put that at the very bottom when they just put all the features up here. Like, isn't there a specific section just for features? That's the story. Super Puff. Apparently, it got very viral. Was it last year, maybe, or the year before, where many girls were wearing Super Puffs. It was like, those starter packs, the Lululemon um sets, the Lululemon workout sets, the Super Puff Aritzia jacket, the it's like the cool girl thing. It's a cool girl starter pack, the Lululemon workout set, the Super Puff Aritzia. I feel like Aritzia, along with a bunch of other brands, they are working together, or maybe not, maybe they're not thinking about it themselves, but like it's like they're adding to the cool girl vibe. Like they know what's, I guess, popping off on Instagram and TikTok and social media and everything like that. They know what the little pieces are to the starter pack of the cool girl it girl vibe, and somehow they are creating for that. Like when I see this, my brain immediately thinks of those girls in the movies who would always have those expensive looking what's it called, ski fits ready for the resort. That makes sense. Super resort puff. It's literally in the name. $275 was kind of crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, that's kind of just pissing me off. But then let's move on to Zara. I don't even know. Zara pre-owned? The heck? I'm confused by Zara. Oh, this is Zara pre-owned. Oh, so this is maybe a while ago. Okay, let's go back to regular Zara because I'm not used to uh this new Zara. Okay, let's go to the Valentine's Day thing because it's what? Today is February 2nd and Valentine's Day is in 12 days. And you know what that means? Love. Love is in the air, baby. Okay, so this limited edition textured cable jumper for 80 bucks. What is it made out of? 100% cotton. Damn, look at that. Oh my goodness. Ugh, I feel so happy when things are, made of good quality. Okay, let's look at shirt. Asymmetric poplin shirt. Okay. Okay, let's see. What are you made out of? 100% cotton. Two for two, guys. Damn. I'm about to eat my words. And you know what? I will gladly eat my words. This looks like something I would possibly wear. 4.99 knit wrap jacket. What are you made out of? There we go. 69% polyester, 25% something mide, polyamide, and 6% wool. You know, I was so ready to eat my words, but you know what? Actually, I don't know if this is a good thing or not. It's $50. It's not $80. I'm a bit confused with Zara now. Because like I don't like you, clearly. And yet I guess I should have known when I saw how like light and I don't want to say cheap looking, but I don't want to say cheap looking for the right word. It looked like I could have just like ripped that thing open. Okay, what about this one? It's like a knit jumper, a volume textured knit jumper. You are 50% viscose, 25% polyester, 24% polyamide, and 1% elastane. Ah, two for two, guys. So I guess with this, it's like you really need to know what you're looking for. You gotta kind of dig for it. Now, I always wondered why Zara is so popular, and I thought, let's look at its marketing strategy. So it's renowned for its ability to bring new designs from concept to store in just 2 to 3 weeks, which I find very interesting because isn't that kind of, I don't know, como se dice, quick? Like you guys are able to draw, sketch, create, mass manufacture, and have it in stores in 3 weeks. So they also produce limited quantities. Strategic store location sustainability focus Zara has begun to emphasize sustainability. Well, that is a very hot topic. People love sustainability. Um, let me search something. Does Zara design and create clothes for itself. I guess it's the correct. Oh, I was right. This was the brand, not Aritzia. So this was the brand that does everything on its own, which is very impressive. But I'm very much on the fence of Zara. Like you don't. I feel like Zara and Aritzia are kind of similar in the sense that they're trying to be affordable luxury. Aritzia more so in the sense that they're hiking up prices while the quality is just not there. Bro, I kid you not. I'm gonna make sure I got this correctly. My friend, okay, so my friend graduated from college, and my other friend bought her an Aritzia like button up, a white button up, basic, should be pretty standard. Um, my friend then, you know, grateful for the shirt, wore it out as one does. But then something happened where it was at the button area. There was a bit of like a like a string was coming from it, and all of a sudden it just fell apart. It was like as time went on, it just kept falling apart. Like the string was coming out, and there's like a big hole in everything. And the thing is, granted, it might have been because she even said herself that maybe it's because like I didn't wash it properly. Like she put it in bleach because there was some type of mess on it. But it just falls apart just like that. That's just a thing. I'm like, this is a piece of clothing. Shouldn't it be able to handle anything? At the very least, handle some liquids and cleaning supplies. I was just in shock. Honestly disgusted too, because I'm like, the thing is, me and her don't know how much our friends spent together because she didn't tell us, like a good friend does. She just assumed that it was like, I think 30 or 40 bucks. She's like, right. She's like, oh my God. Please tell me. Please tell me you're joking. But so now the mystery, why is ours so expensive? No, that's not it. Aritzia, how it took over the world. That's so interesting. This unraveling mystery, why is ours so expensive? Okay, they massively position themselves as a high-end fast fashion brand, bridging the gap between luxury and affordability. There we go. A clever psychological play. By positioning itself as a more expensive fast fashion option, Zara taps into the concept of perceived value because we all want to spend more money if we believe that the value of the clothes is good. Like if the quality is good and we have to pay a little bit more, we'll do it. Consumers often equate higher prices with better quality, exclusivity, and status. They got us there, hook, line, and sinker. In a phenomenon known as the Veblen effect, some shoppers are actually drawn to Zara because of its higher prices. The brand's perceived prestige and the satisfaction of owning a coveted item. Satisfaction of owning a coveted item can outweigh the cost for many consumers. That's very interesting. This psychological principle helps explain why Zara can charge more than its competitors while still maintaining a loyal customer base. Zara's pricing strategy leverages the anchoring effect, a cognitive bias where people rely heavily on the first piece of information they receive when making decisions. By setting high initial prices, Zara establishes a mental anchor that makes subsequent discounts and promotions seem more attractive, even if the final price is still relatively high. So scarcity, that's pretty. Social proof and influencer marketing, that's true. When consumers see their favorite influencers wearing Zara, they're more likely to perceive the brand as desirable and worth the premium price. The fear of missing out on the latest trends, as promoted by influencers, further drives consumers to pay full price for Zara's products. They got us there. It's kind of sad when you think about it. It's like we see influencers who I guess we perceive as like they're like us, but I guess quote unquote better because they make more money. And if we see them wearing these clothes, our brain instantly thinks if I wear the same clothes as them, it's like I am them in a twisted way. It's still kind of sick when you think about it. Oh, I forgot to go through this article. Why, how Ursa took over the world. The brand possesses the surprising ability to produce specific designs that become genuine cultural phenomena. Now, my brain is thinking of the Super Puff because I remember that was a thing. My friend was telling me about it, and I'm like, the what now? And I mean, a lot of people were wearing it after that. I would see it from influencers out in the wild after like a year or two. It's crazy. So, why such fervor over a basic brand? I think women like it when stores are a little mean to them. Says Emily Keeler. You know what? Please continue. I want to know what she means. A reformed Aritzia addict. Okay. Even if the store likely follows the same manufacturing methods as its small neighbors, the clothes remain oddly aspirational. They paint a portrait of an Aritzia as the popular girl in your high school, friendly enough but always slightly out of reach. I feel like that's always the goal. Shopping at Aritzia makes me feel rich. Gila Shawani. So now that we've gone through Veiled Collection, Aritzia, and Zara, I we're gonna go to the question that I've been also trying to answer for a while. Why do these brands get away with selling low quality clothes for such a high price? When we think of clothes being expensive, we think that's going to be high quality, that it's going to last for a while, which is why we're spending a little extra. If we were gonna have low quality clothes or we're gonna spend very cheap, we would have gone to Shein or Temu and bought the clothes there instead of going to an Aritzia or a Zara. And genuinely, I do feel like I wrote down like three things that came to mind. I do think that it comes down to this marketing. Very much so, marketing. Humans, if we are marketed to, like if we are marketed to well, people can make us buy anything. The whole point of marketing is for them to find a way for us to feel like we need a specific item. So, for example, let's go with Aritzia. Aritzia made us feel like that this specific brand, this clothing piece, whether it's a top, a jacket, a dress, whatever, will make us feel like our ideal self, or that we are one step closer to becoming our ideal self. It's aspirational, which is what we all honestly kind of like. That's what we strive to be. We strive to be our best self because, I mean, who doesn't want to be better? Who doesn't want to have everything that they've always wanted and look the part as well? So the marketing definitely plays a huge role in it. And with the marketing, obviously, psychology that goes into it as well. Feeling a sense of belonging of that it group, like if you have that specific dress that that influencer was wearing and you get it pretty early on, it's like you're a part of that crowd, you're in the it crowd, you know what's trending, what's popular, what will get people talking. It's it's kind of crazy because like they can make the most gorgeous looking piece ever and the quality can be trash and people still buy it for the price that it's at, which hey, will forever shock me, but that's neither here nor there. Last thing I put was making a huge profit. Honestly, yeah. I feel like I should have put that number one. Like, people want to make money. I do believe that if the clothing, the material is low quality and the craftsmanship and the way that it's done was paid for a low price, but you price it up for like, I don't know, $300, the profit margin between the two will be astronomically high. And that money's going to whoever the top boss is. And keep that process going for a couple of thousand other clothing pieces, and boom, you're essentially a millionaire on your way to becoming a billionaire. So I guess maybe, who knows? Maybe there's another reason as to why modest clothing brands are poor quality and keep getting away with it. Oh, for Veiled Collection, because those two I would say is for Aritzia and Zara. I'd also say Veiled Collection as well, but I think one other thing for specifically for Veiled Collection, you know what? Maybe it could also work for the other two as well. My brain was thinking like because Veil Collection is a Muslim clothing brand, many Muslims would want to buy from that because you want to support fellow Muslim in you would want to support a fellow Muslim in their clothing brand and their business and like where your money is going to. Like it's going to inshallah a good person and not to someone bad, which I believe Zara was the one that did something that was very insensitive when it came to Gaza. So if that's the case, screw you. And if that's not the case, sorry. But like for Bill collection, at least for many Muslims, we know that if we're giving our money to them, it is inshallah going to a good place. However, I cannot justify giving you my money if the dress that I am getting, first of all, looks poorly, like it looks ugly on me. Two, it's made from the worst quality ever. three, something that I could possibly buy at a nearby store for a fraction of the price. I'm not doing that. We're not besties like that, okay? Don't try to woo me with your bestiness. Like some of these clothes, I could literally find them at like one of those what are those stores? They manufacture the clothes and then after that they send it to other brands and those brands they put their little design and twist on it and then sell it. Distributors. It's just a basic white dress, but also something about it. I don't know. I don't like how this looks. This is just a personal thing. If you like it, I'm glad. It's just not for me. I also feel like some of these things I could find them in like the Somali Mall in Virginia. Oh, Batul Collection. Is that what it is? Batul the Collection. I genuinely don't want to. We'll figure this out together. Oh, I think it is Batul the Collection. Now, here's the thing. This vibe, like, look at this. This looks all look gorgeous. Let's look at the a $90 pleated skirt. There we go. Fabric composition, 64% polyester, 32% viscose, 4% elastane for $90. Add tax and whatever else. No, thank you. This is honestly ridiculous. I know it's possible for you to make good quality clothes for a good price. I don't think her website is up and running right now, but Saida Haq, she is a Muslim independent clothing brand. Clothing, like she's a designer. Yeah, locked. Okay, so can't. But she makes here's the thing, the many of the clothes that she makes I wouldn't personally wear, but I love it. I love her aesthetic. I love her vibe. It's um they're clothes that you would wear out for like a hike, a run, meant to get your hands dirty type of vibe. And it's, from what I understand, made from really good quality. I remember I looked at it and I was like, bro, I understand now why it is priced at that high. It's because of the amount of time that you put into sourcing the fabric, 3D designing it, actually hand sewing and creating it, and then, the marketing and all of that. I get it, why it's priced. And the thing is, many of the stuff that she was pricing her clothes at is similar to these brands too, except hers is made of good quality, while theirs is made of polyester and viscose and rayon or whatever else they add in there. But yeah, I guess now I'm done with my rant. I might have something else come up while I'm eating dinner, which, by the way, it's behind me and I'm really wanting to eat right now. So, with that, we have now come to the end of this video. I have now found out why I believe many brands uh, sell their clothes with such terrible quality and are able to get away with it. This is at least my 2 cents or what I believe the reasoning is. If you know the main reason or if you have a different reason, please let me know. Drop it in the comment. I'll try to reply to it. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I shall see you in the next one, inshallah, hopefully very, very soon.